Hayley Williams, the iconic frontwoman of Paramore, may finally be able to take the solo tour she had planned nearly 5 years ago. For many fans, this news is a long-awaited announcement. The singer, who has always been candid and passionate about her music, took to Instagram to share her hopes for a 2025 tour celebrating her solo albums. It's been a challenging journey, as the global pandemic abruptly halted her initial plans back in 2020, but it seems like she's ready to return to the stage for her fans. The pandemic and the tour that never was. Back in 2020, Hayley Williams released her debut solo album, Petals for Armor, a project that marked a significant departure from Paramore's usual sound and demonstrated Williams' growth as an artist. The album, filled with introspective lyrics and a unique blend of genres, was met with widespread acclaim. Fans were thrilled, and Williams had plans to take her new music on the road with a European and North American tour. But as the COVID-19 pandemic took hold, everything came to a screeching halt. It was the macroeconomic crisis and COVID-19 that calmed down everyone. Concerts worldwide were canceled or postponed, and live music came to a standstill. For Williams, this was especially disheartening, as she had been gearing up for a new chapter in her career. But she didn't give up on her artistry. Instead of the tour she had hoped for, Williams adapted and took her performances online, giving fans the chance to experience her music through virtual means. She even treated audiences to an unforgettable NPR Tiny Desk concert, which became a favorite among fans. Despite the cancellations and the forced halt in her plans, Williams kept working. In 2021, she released her second solo album, Flowers for Vases / Descansos. The album was another departure from her previous work, continuing her exploration of vulnerability and self-expression, showcasing a more subdued, stripped-back side of her creativity. While the pandemic may have kept her off the road, it didn't stop her from pushing forward with her musical career. The return of Paramore and the road to 2025. By 2023, Hayley Williams was back with Paramore, her original band, with the release of their 6th studio album, This Is Why. The album marked a significant moment for the group, as it was their first full-length release in 5 years. The album was well received, resonating with longtime fans and new listeners alike. The album's sound, though still recognizable as Paramore's, evolved and incorporated a mix of new influences and fresh energy. The return of Paramore was exciting for fans, and the band also embarked on an extensive tour, with one of the most notable highlights being their appearance as an opening act for Taylor Swift's Eras Tour. This was a huge opportunity for the band, as Paramore's music reached a whole new audience. Williams, always energetic and engaging on stage, looked right at home during the performances. It also gave her a chance to reconnect with her fans after a long absence due to the pandemic and her solo projects. However, as much as Williams enjoyed performing with Paramore, the fans who had supported her solo work were still left waiting for the opportunity to hear those songs live. The idea of a solo tour that had been originally planned in 2020 remained in the air, unfulfilled. It was clear that Williams had been thinking about it, even though other projects and responsibilities had taken precedence. A new hope for 2025. On her 36th birthday in December 2024, Williams took to Instagram to share her thoughts and plans for the future. In an Instagram story, she excitedly hinted at the possibility of finally hitting the road in 2025, revealing her desire to perform the songs from her solo albums. This announcement came with a sense of cautious optimism, as Williams expressed her hope that the world wouldn't be turned upside down once again before then. Her message to fans was heartfelt and filled with gratitude, acknowledging how much their support meant to her. "I'm going to try and finally play some shows next year that would have happened nearly 5 years ago now," she shared, adding, "That is, if the world doesn't fucking stop before then. Here's hoping." It was clear that she was looking forward to the opportunity to bring her solo music to life on stage, but she remained humble and aware of the uncertainties that still exist in the world. This post not only gave fans hope for a tour they had been waiting for, but it also reflected Williams' growth as an artist and as a person. Turning 36 marked an exciting milestone in her life and career. As she shared in her post, 36 is exciting and a little scary already. So much to hope for. I'm still in the dirt, ready for whatever might grow. Fruit? This was a beautiful metaphor for her journey, one that had seen challenges, growth, and the promise of new things to come. The impact of the pandemic on Williams' career. His agent responded that he didn't think so. For many artists, the pandemic forced them to change their plans, adapt to new realities, and find new ways to connect with their audiences. Williams, like many others, had to cancel her live performances. This left a sense of unfinished business, especially for fans who had been eagerly awaiting the chance to experience her solo work live. But rather than letting disappointment take over, Williams used the time to continue creating, experimenting, and evolving. The virtual performances she did in place of her canceled tour showed her adaptability and commitment to her art. The NPR Tiny Desk concert, for example, was an intimate showcase of her solo material, highlighting her vulnerability and her ability to connect with fans on a deeper level. The album Flowers for Vases / Descansos also pushed her boundaries, showing a different side of her artistry than what Paramore fans were used to. While Paramore's success continued during this period, it's clear that Williams' solo work held a special place in her heart. It's not easy to pivot between the worlds of a major band and a solo career, but Williams did so with grace. She embraced both sides of her artistry, blending the energy of Paramore with the introspection of her solo work. And now, after years of waiting, the possibility of a solo tour looms on the horizon. Fans' excitement and anticipation. Fans of both Paramore and Hayley Williams' solo work have been waiting for this moment for a long time. The pandemic may have robbed them of the chance to see her perform solo songs live when Petals for Armor was first released, but the hope of finally seeing those songs on stage in 2025 is exciting. Fans have been vocal about their longing for this moment, and now it seems like their patience might be rewarded. Hayley Williams has always had a special connection with her fans, and this tour would be an opportunity to reconnect with them on a more personal level. Solo performances allow an artist to showcase their music in a different light, and Williams' solo material offers a more intimate and vulnerable experience compared to the more energetic Paramore performances. It's a side of her artistry that fans are eager to witness, and with 2025 in sight, that dream could finally become a reality. What's next for Hayley Williams? As Williams approaches the next phase of her career, it's clear that there's much to look forward to. Her 36th birthday post hinted at the exciting opportunities that lie ahead, but it also underscored the uncertainty that many artists feel as they navigate an ever-changing world. While the pandemic may have put a hold on her plans, it didn't stop her from creating and pushing forward. Now, as she looks ahead to 2025, fans are eagerly anticipating the chance to experience her solo work live. It's a long-awaited moment that promises to be worth the wait. With Paramore's ongoing success and Williams' continued evolution as an artist, it's clear that her journey is far from over. Fans will continue to support her, whether it's through her solo work or with Paramore, as she explores new creative paths and brings her music to life on stage. The road to 2025 may be a long one, but for Hayley Williams and her fans, it will undoubtedly be worth the wait.